bombe entamée. Protégez le désamorceur. Hop fort éliminé.
Putain, j'y sers à rien.
Sécurisez la zone et protégez les bombes. Attention, Hop fort a trouvé une bombe.
Installe le tapis rouge. Ça risque de piquer.
5 secondes. Hop fort a localisé une bombe.
Je déroule le tapis rouge. Caméra activée.
Capteur déployé.
Installation des aiguilles.
Micro. Détonation.
Ah putain, ça m'énerve d'être mauvais. Faut dire, je me suis levé pas longtemps. Non, mais tout qui est là, mais...
Je recharge.
Essayez.
Dernier agent, Hop fort. Hop fort éliminé. Mission réussie.
Il compte, bah tu m'as fait peur. J'ai chaud.
sur les agents Hop qui cherchent à désarmer vos bombes.
La porte est renforcée! Tu as sec!
Hop a localisé une bombe.
C'est difficile de venir à bout de votre ami. Et j'ai beaucoup de plaisir quand même.
Hey, senpai.
Dernier agent Hop Vous êtes dans une zone contrôlée par l'ennemi. Partez immédiatement.
Déploiement du capteur cardiaque.
You.
Victoire des alliés. Ennemi éliminé.
Yeah, maybe after. Bye.
Protégez les bombes. Attention, un emplacement de bombe a été découvert.
Poison renforcé!
Twitch.
Barbelé en place.
On veut se curer les ongles?
Plus que 10 secondes. 5, 4. Hop a trouvé une bombe. Tenez-vous prêts.
Nouvelle caméra activée. Mur renforcé! Système paré.
sledge. Hack knocking sledge.
C'est le moment de recharger.
Qu'un op fort. Plus que 15 secondes. Il vous reste 10 secondes. 5 secondes restantes. Victoire des alliés. Ennemi éliminé.
On va attendre un peu. Ok, c'est parti. Aïe. Par contre, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va inverser les écrans. Toi, tu vas là, et toi, tu vas là. Mhm.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this.
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Ok. intuition ou l'artisanat? Il a qu'intuition. Allez, c'est parti.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telem and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Ok. Et... Et on court avec A. A pour bondir, d'abord. D'accord. Lumière. Ok. Oh, ça tremble. J'ai cassé mon jeu, ça tremble.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Alors le jeu, toi, si t'es victime d'insomnie, ouais. C'est casse-couille les insomnies. Oh, c'est... Assigné. Pas sûr. Parfait.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Quoi? Non. Arme à feu. Oh. Assigné. La flèche droite, on va l'assigner. Toi, on va t'assigner la flèche de gauche. Lâche. Respecte-moi. L'armure physique est représentée par les boucliers sur la jauge de vie. L'armure absorbe une partie des dégâts physiques. Pour poser l'armure, vous pouvez utiliser l'arme d'impact ou certains pièges. C'est pas du jeu. C'est à deux contre un. Toi je me fais des boîtes. Bah oui, t'as le temps de poser un piège. Moi aussi je peux mettre des coups de pied. Et tu te calmes. Mais hé, elle est vénère elle. Calme-toi genre le deux. RT. La furie est un attaque qui vous permet de s'arrêter tout seul, affiche un bonus de dégâts et déstabilise. Juste un premier réduction, c'est la apparition du personnage. LT. Non, LT sans moi. Oh.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding?
Meow.
I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you.
Il y a quelques
I'll
soucis
meet you in
d'animation
front of
avec
the
les bouches.
palace.
Mais sinon, le jeu,
Then we'll go
c'est
and
plutôt
find
sympathique.
Constantine together.
Very
Au
well.
prix qui m'a coûté, j'ai
I'll meet you
intérêt
as soon as I've
sympathique,
said
je
my
casse la gueule.
goodbyes.
Alors par contre, la sensibilité me perturbe. Option de contrôle. Ah. Merde, putain. Qu'est-ce que...
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things.
Madame,
I'm so very happy to hear your voice.
vous allez plutôt bien.
You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
Oui, maman.
What is it?
Ma bite.
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck.
Mais non, mais arrête.
All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
What the fuck? Oh, l'état dans lequel elle est. C'est humainement possible ce truc? Je pourrais pas vivre. Comme ça, c'est impossible. Oh, de chapeau.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
La ville est vraiment bien faite par contre.
To my help! Death to
Kurt. Je suppose que tu l'as tué. Bah oui, hein, c'est pas loin. Oh, il y a du loot. Oui. Pièces d'or, munitions. Ah. Bah, je prends tout, moi. T'es fou, toi. Tu me prends pour qui? Et où le dernier? Tu l'as tué où? Ah, plus loin encore, la prochaine fois. Ah, attends, la mission elle est par là-bas.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the
Le
pleasure?
d'aristocrate.
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache.
Panache.
The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. How is Thélème faring on Teofredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of but I am confident that the... And we...
Pourquoi je l'interrogeais? Je me casse.
I must be going. Farewell, Ex.
May the light guide...
Après, il n'y a pas de temps de chargement, ça c'est bien. Alors... Pourquoi j'avais pas ça dès le début? Ah mais oui, c'est mon équipement de... Recommande. Un fusil, carrément. Marquer toutes les entrées comme lu. Parfait. Là-bas.
The merchant is there.
M'en fous.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
No.
I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for...
I certainly hope so.
What will be your official title on Teofredi?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has also asked me to report. I am therefore required to take note of all events, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible. Your help will be extremely valuable.
It's always a privilege to help. I need to be leaving. I've quite...
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Toi t'es mort.
There's some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little...
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present...
Is he an important member of the...
We don't need him for sailing or navigation.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy... And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious?
Take a look around. There are far too many... As long as they don't try and get on my ship, That said, we did catch a smuggler. In the port jails. Not why I ask you, why the sudden...
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador...
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek... Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. They were making quite some ruckus. We, of course, refused entry. Only the... I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential star... But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, but... To be honest, we were hoping to find him.
Did you say he was intending on... My men spoke of a rather animated party.
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him. Thank you.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
Ok.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Ouais, pas mal escaladé, j'ai l'impression. Du coup, il va falloir que je trouve un moyen d'aller là-bas. Entrepôt, pas voilà. J'ai envie de fouiller l'entrepôt.
To my help! Death to the others!
Let's see if I know how to use it.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Peut-être genre que je fasse un peu gaffe à ma réputation, je pense. J'avais pas le talent nécessaire pour crocheter cette serrure. Je savais que j'aurais dû prendre. Putain. Est-ce que je vais tout prendre? Ah, c'est pas ici que je veux venir. Putain. Pas moyen de péter la serrure. Pchi. J'aurais dû prendre. Crochetage. Je peux ouvrir aucun coffre. J'ai niqué de la réputation pour rien. C'est toi. Bonjour. Hihi. Et du coup, j'ai pas niqué ma réputation pour rien. C'est plutôt bon signe. Qu'est-ce que ça, le chat?
cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
Ah. Ça sur l'autre côté. Ok.
I've seen it.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime...
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord.
I'm already locked up. What? Yes, I am a smuggler.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you. I don't really think of my clients as kin.
A real saint you are. How about tell me where I can find them and I'll...
That works for me. You're two Telemites. They must be waiting for me. But if the Norts get their hands on them, they'll find...
Thank you.
Anytime.
Est-ce que je l'ouvre?
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Pas mon problème. Des merdes.
Halt! The warehouse. Did you hear the bell? The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. All the Norts must rendezvous at the port or...
Damn, we didn't hear either.
Be off with you. I'll...
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into...
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Please, please, have pity. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than his...
In that case, why is the ambassador of Why is the Inquisition looking for you?
Our only error was...
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please...
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking that the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they...
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could... forget...
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text.
It served no purpose.
Tell me more about your research. What about...
Our work concerned the teaching...
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to...
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never...
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway...
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the But the text that we discovered...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't... He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
It was written in black and white.
I understand now what that text... This voice from the depths sounds more the power of...
The sacred texts are always difficult to
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken...
That would be better than being burned.
I see. Well, you have no other...
I beg of you, please do not deliver...
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador, if he can be persuaded to offer you...
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need... Stay here. I'll be...
Il y avait un escalier ici. Bon, la mort est des Constantin. Eh, le chat. On manque un peu de liberté, c'est dommage. J'ai pas mal de trucs qui se vendent cher quand même.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine.
There was indeed a party.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern...
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rows, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't...
What kind?
A good half of my furniture was broken into five.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be...
If you can fix it.
25 pièces d'or.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Des chevilles métalliques. Je trouve du fer brut.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours. But what you're about
Là,
to
il y a un monstre.
discover...
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen anything...
Est-ce qu'ils vendent du fer? Ouais, ils en vendent. Ah, t'es mort
Thank you
avant
for
ça,
your
ok.
visit. See you soon.
Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate.
Il m'en fallait combien? Une seule. On va faire 5. Ah putain, il en fallait 4.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able...
Yes, just like new.
That does indeed look like...
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find...
Your cousin is either a very bad, dangerous fellows.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all... In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin...
Thank you for the information.
Get off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself in. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Pardon les filles. On ressent quand même bien la pauvreté.
If you had any idea who I am, open up!
That vulture of a tavern master was right.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Je préfère aussi.
It's blocked.
Forcément. Oh, attends. Ça, je l'avais pas vu.
It's not possible just now.
J'ai patience. Dommage.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Il y a quel était l'étage. Toujours visiter. Oh. Très intéressant ça.
Locked. Locked. I don't have the key.
Bah voilà. Il suffisait de demander.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Ah, parce qu'on peut équiper nos compagnons en plus.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Parce qu'en plus, il faut équiper nos collègues. Ah, coup dur. Con, il m'a fait peur. Alors, Yann. Où est-ce que je me suis perdu? Où est-ce que je suis allé me perdre?
It's blocked.
T'arrêtes. Ah, le chat.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities but you will bring honor upon your family.
I thank you, Excellency. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. Well, then, that is a pity.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been...
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snack, as you can well imagine, alchemy. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested...
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have... The man operates in the city center.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate...
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminati.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn.
Without a doubt. And that's why these
I would volunteer and consent to take them.
You would like me to first...
You will certainly prove...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Oh nom de Dieu. Oh merde, je l'ai pas vu ça.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be. You won't regret. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again. Does it really heal everything, your potion? Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid. You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two. There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
You're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might...
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take that as I'm in perfect health. But if it helps you make...
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that...
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remark. But in your case, it is not skepticism.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects?
There are none. You will...
I will think about it.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us?
This bullying is trying my patience.
You refuse to take.
You might have put something in it to cause me.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes.
And you dare challenge me?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as the.
Yes. No. Oh, damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern.
He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Putain, mon frère il est ronflant. Oh là là. Comment je monte à l'étage? Voilà peut-être. Là, voilà. Tout à fait. Oui, forcément. Dès que je peux, je débloque le talent crochetage. Ne pas l'avoir est embêtant en fait.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he...
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned
These potions are not harmful.
But you could just as easily produce real healing.
You don't understand. I fled. This potion is an attempt to create in those...
So you manipulate people to use as experimental...
I don't have a choice.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it?
I ran tests on myself. For such a small sip of this mixture provokes... The mob would have been furious in any case. But
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I haven't. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great... I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners to find a remedy to the Malachor. They won't hesitate.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your...
I don't torture people. And this potion only has...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocence. I cannot...
So...
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver...
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough.
How unjust.
Désolé poteau. J'ai besoin de mettre aux arrêts pour
Your
la mission.
Excellency. Lord Dus... I tracked down your man near the... Finally! Let's just say I put an end to his act. Matters turned out a little more He is hiding in a room in the coin...
Why didn't you have him...
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn... I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to...
Governor Burren will be happy to learn that a legate with... Thank you for your help, Excellency. And
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Your Excellency.
Lord...
Now that your affair is taken care of,
We are willing.
at the port of Serene, they were...
Very well. I shall send an...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have to...
If you would allow me, I would like...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
J'ai un point. Oh non, c'est dégueulasse. Ah, j'ai des boules là. Je crois qu'il me reste des missions. C'est ça.
Are your boots worn through?
Salut toi.
Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything...
On fait du bruit. Qu'est-ce qui vous arrive les gars? J'ai combien de pièces d'or? 241.
Thank
C'est
you
pas
for your
dégueulasse.
visit. See you soon.
Ça me fait un petit temps de départ avant de...
So, Constantine does say... We should be able to... I'm still without news of Mike.
When did you...
It wasn't...
Does the boy...
I don't.
When did you...
It wasn't...
This...
Introduce as you wish.
Be back soon, Captain.
Je vais d'abord aller là-bas.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin.
Talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying
Salut.
to the 9 deaf winds. He didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a just man. Who knows? It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass now and again.
Why would anyone want to snatch a meal?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hope... Did Jonas seem troubled? Do you know?
No.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the other day, in the tavern, I saw him. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me.
Did you report this to the...
Unfortunately not. I know Walter, the captain. No.
Did anyone else see the kidnap?
There was still a small crash. I seem to recall that regular being there. Kind of fellow over now and again.
Thank you, Lara.
Est-ce qu'on m'entend? Pour l'instant, écoute, c'est plutôt sympathique. Oh, attends.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend.
That's right,
Je suis qu'au début encore.
Yes. Your captain.
Caputieri's taken the disappearance seriously.
Do you think When did
Two
you... Did it...
maybe a tad.
Why would that be?
Boy, I have...
What does Jonas...
When
Did
he
he...
never...
Ce qui m'intéresse le plus.
Does he...
No.
And you don't believe...
I like the itch. Here, I call back.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Non, je suis pas prêt à lever l'encre encore. J'ai 3 missions secondaires à faire. Je vais d'abord faire toutes mes missions secondaires avant de partir. Parce que je sens que je vais le regretter sinon.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
Someone told me about one of your faithful...
I see. An able-bodied...
Where might I find him?
Here.
I'm looking for a
code. Anything else?
I need to be...
Goodbye.
Il me semble que j'ai vu l'escalier par... Bah il est là, d'accord.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his...
Yes, that does ring a bell.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for a few coins. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out, and I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was...
He seemed rather nervous, as if... And he must have been right to be nervous.
Bah non, mais en fait c'est un peu comme du The Witcher et tout. Tu sais, t'as les missions secondaires, t'as les missions, etc. Tu discutes pour avoir les infos. En fait c'est un mélange de Skyrim, The Witcher.
Who was the rich merchant?
No, sir. It was Sir
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Good day, good sir.
You can start by explaining to me why you...
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, I've already had a word with you.
They're asking that we pay again.
It's just that the price has gone up.
This is inadmissible. If you agree...
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a...
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be high, and so he must have thought the guard would end up paying.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent...
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only...
Following orders. Yeah, we...
Why don't we go and solicit other supplies?
When we've already paid for the merch. If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, and do know, in the future, we won't be shot.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you're demanding a second payment but refused...
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
Ah, qu'est-ce qui m'arrive?
You understand now why I'm asking?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps Lord de Sade. During our conversation, you That's regrettable. Especially you know as...
But I'm only a babe.
That is a shame. Well, I order you to return the guard unless you'd rather your master is hung.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, so I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag...
Whatever is he talking...
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding... Life in your shoes can't be easy.
And what would I have to do next? If I give you the merchandise, my master will...
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, you'll just have to make a devastated... the dastardly
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be
Oh. All right.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards.
Well, you can't hold it against me.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
C'est pas prévu, mais c'est ça qui est bon.
Good day, Excellency. It pains me to inform you that the heretic...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a dip...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene. We have nothing else to do.
I must be going.
Ok, ça c'est fait. Hop, niveau 3, parfait. Madame. Elle était buguée un peu, non? Bonjour.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with...
He is absent, but the lady of the... Enter, please.
Enter, please. Bonjour.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your...
He is not here. But...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but
Don't you see, Your Excellency?
Quoi?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you...
These witnesses are all in agreement.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the... A gesture that your drunkards must have...
How did you find your son?
We have never stopped. Look, we learned the new name they gave him. Jonas. My poor little son. Then we learned the name of the ship. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellence. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Ouais, j'étais par loin. Bon. Je prends. Pardon, messieurs. Pardon, madame, mais bouge-toi, celle-ci pique.
So, are you ready? Can we...
We should be able to set sail with the tide. I'm still without news of my cabin.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him.
A contract? But what...
A commercial contract. In exchange for service. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small... And ever since, he's been a naught.
Be back soon, Cap.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a naught?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go.
Your Highness, your absence this morning.
Come now, Sir de Corsillon. My father may have been angry, outraged. I am sad to have caused you anyone. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by those still seeing double from last night's drink? Ta-da! My dear cousin!
You might have refrained from the company of bandits.
Take away the risk and...
I fear that some of my team... But you wanted to ask me something to...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. She told me a strange story. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to...
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no...
They took him back to bring him...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's children born on their ships belong to them. But certain contracts are so important. From time to time, the congregation has passed such a call.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And what counts most is that you bring the boy back. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Toi, vieille bique.
Excuse me, madam, but I have...
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas...
That is not true.
Enough!
Prison?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or... In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the...
I beg of you, your excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking... We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him, he's in our warehouse. Near the coin... I am certain that once you have heard his account...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Bonjour. Ouais, je le sens mal.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Pourquoi tu miaules encore, le chat? Chut. 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 Chut.
Sir de Sade?
I've come looking for your son.
Those Naughts took him from us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to... You've taken your son against his will. Is that what you...
If I hadn't taken him back...
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. My boy has changed. He has us very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir.
Du coup, j'ai récupéré le point que j'ai perdu tout à l'heure. C'est plutôt bon signe. Par contre, le chat, je t'enculé. Viens ta gueule!
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Locked.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. Your captain has sent me to find you.
Were you able to convince my...
Yes. Even if I had...
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me. My family is the Knots. I am sorry for my...
Yes. You should still go and say...
Ok. Ça, c'est fait. Là, si ça avait mal tourné, j'aurais dû me battre. Plutôt une bonne chose que ça n'avait pas de mal tourné.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor. Captain, you set sail soon?
Yes, we were...
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that you're...
Blast me, I'm a cap...
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs... But the Port Authority formalities for shipping, and we've already lost quite a bit of time with...
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this
I would never ask you to do...
Ah, but you don't...
Well, now, if he finds... But this cargo must reach...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall...
Bah oui, toujours du salut.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
So,
are you ready?
we should be able to set sail. My cabin boy.
You do.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells... I do thank you. Your actions bring you...
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into...
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered so. Unless you're asking me...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave...
Captain, I understand your position.
Listen here, I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster, he's convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring... And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over... All that I can do for you is to write your crates into... If you manage to get them into the warehouse. And with the manifest, the crazy Gustav, please try and avoid roughing up those...
Be back soon, Captain.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were in... Orders haven't changed, you know. No one pass...
Can't you make an exception?
No? Sorry.
Very well.
Alors, comment je peux crafter un somnifère? Je sais pas, j'ai pas le droit. Parce que j'ai pas ce qu'il faut. Ah d'accord. C'est beaucoup méchant quand même. Chut. T'arrêtes. Attends, va falloir que je les tue. Non, il doit y avoir un moyen. Attends. Prépare un breuvage avec du somnifère. Ouais, mais comment je fais ça? Un atelier? Il est où l'atelier déjà? Je crois qu'il est là-bas.
Captain, sir, we were.
You're going to have to wait.
C'est où? Il est où ce putain d'atelier déjà? Non mais t'es même pas au milieu. Au fond. Il me faut la carte. Il y a le marchand. Il me semble que l'atelier était juste à côté. Pas assez loin. Putain. Je suis un connard. Qu'est-ce qui se fait égorger?
Move away! Things are about to...
Are your boots worn? Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
L'atelier est là. Enfin, je vais me débarrasser des câbles. Tant pis.
Orders haven't changed.
Can't you make...
No.
Very well.
Order.
Very well.
dois faire comment du coup? Et le chat. Il me faudrait un level de plus.
Order.
Can't you make...
No.
Putain.
You cannot.
Silence. Oh!
To my help. And death to the others.
Y'a pas un autre moyen. Arrête, dis-moi. Voilà, couche-toi. C'est pas ce que je voulais faire, tant pis.
Order.
Very...
Comment je peux faire ça? Faut que je parte en étant cette mission derrière. J'ai un peu le seum là, je te dirais.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well.
Je dois partir. Où est-ce qu'il y a des endroits que j'ai pas exploré? Ah non, j'ai tout exploré.
Sir?
Are you ready?
We should...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. But keep in mind that if you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order...
No, my house is in order. We are...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Et les combos sont pas faciles. Je reprends le live.
Sir,
Are you...
we should...
Permission?
You have it?
No.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
blood! How do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Est-ce que je tenterai? Bah non, je peux pas monter en fait. Chut. 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 Hey. Je peux y retourner, vous pensez?
Gentlemen! Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Wear anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Ouais, c'est un point de voyage rapide quoi. Bon travail. Bonne de finesse. Pas de oiseau.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. The According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Super. Alors. Hey. Chut. Putain, il a tracé mon cousin.
I've been delivered a message. The commander succeeded in spite of my failures to deliver our merchandise here. He wants me to go and find the local quartermaster and that I follow his instructions. I think he's got a grudge against me.
Did they manage to load their cargo onto my ship? If the admiral learns about this, I'm liable to be given permanent shore
All
leave.
you need in our selection, whatever. Excellency, it is an immense honor. What might I?
How has trade been here?
It is true that we are far from the continent. And believe me, to keep our stocks replenished, it did take us a while to get. We had to convince the Nords not to take advantage and to persuade our associates. But in the end, we are all making.
Hey. Hey.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Bouge-toi.
Come closer, good people. The good
qu'il a déjà une place d'argent à son nom, ça.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that...
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but...
Since these crates are registered in the ship's
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a courtman. We'd have too many details to explain to...
What? Is he waiting for...
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find... And he must also mark the crates.
Why is that?
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will... But they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able...
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
My ship's being used to move your contraband, and now you want to sneak into one of our warehouses.
Kurt was given the order. If we want to help him, we don't have a choice.
I don't like this. But, since I've been sacked, let's just say that this will be a little bit of revenge.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That won't be necessary. My entire cargo has been placed in the warehouse closest to my ship. And if you
One armor that fits you like a glove. Greetings. If you're looking, and if you have us. One armor that fits you like a... Oh. The best forge in Tier 3D! Blades, armor,
J'ai les quartiers sont des noms de ressources.
bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Tant pis. Ça, je pourrais pas être amical avec tout le monde.
No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates. I need a bit of practice.
comment ils m'ont vu, mais bon.
Here are the crates we've been looking for. It appears that one of them has been broken. It's full of weapons.
That doesn't seem right. It is our clients that supply us weapons on Tearfredy.
You didn't know what was in the crates?
No. I don't concern myself with the commander's business. I should take a look into this. I have some friends here that must know what this is all about.
Let me know what you discover. Now, let's mark these crates and get going. No, these aren't the right crates.
C'est pas vraiment ce que j'ai prévu. Être discret, ça va être compliqué dans ce jeu, tant que j'aurai pas les compétences nécessaires.
Come closer, good people.
Hello, Your Excellency.
We have found a way into the storehouse and we have...
Perfect. I shall ask...
One of the crates was damaged.
Really? To be honest with you, I received the order to deliver them as soon as Kurt accomplished his mission, without for what it's worth. And I hope you can accept this modest token. If you have another moment, Your Excellency, I would like to ask you for your help.
I'm listening.
I was told that some of our soldiers have been under the pretext of...
Are you telling me that the guard is extorting merchants in our city?
Indeed. Some merchants have been assaulted.
I hope you don't intend to conceal this.
Oh no, certainly not, Your Excellency. But the merchants refuse to give us the slightest testimony. We won't be able to put a stop to these crimes.
Count on me.
No, thank you.
Ils sont cons les gens. Ils sont braqués, ils disent rien à la garde.
I'm currently investigating and... Are you one of the merchants?
No, not...
Really? Come on.
I mean no offense, but you won't be able to do anything. I want to hold on to my business.
I was told that someone found a merchant...
Of course. The town... Poor Renault. One of his associates, half-heartedly...
Have the culprits been found?
No. Listen, it's been months since it happened.
You are obviously a victim of these...
It's precise. Now, you can either buy... Because I am not going to say...
The law of silence is at work. Nobody saw anything, nobody knows anything.
Come close. Sire, if you're looking...
Thank you, but I'm not... I was told a merchant...
Really? Oh.
Come on, don't take me for a fool.
I don't? Really? I don't. So?
I'm conducting an investigation. Some merchants...
Are you sure? It's probably...
Come now. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Threats? No.
You're obviously terrified.
Listen, I've no desire to get into trouble.
But if you don't help me, you will...
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ils sont cons, les gens.
Welcome! Have you...
I'm conducting an investigation.
Really?
As legate, it is my duty to ensure the safety and... So please, if you...
I don't know any... My partner, who ran the shop before me...
And you fear the same thing happening...
This is what happens around here.
If you denounce them, we could end this and charge these men.
I can't take that risk. Also, I would not be able to name them. What we need is the money to return to you.
I have a plan to stop the culprits. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out, the man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But...
And if your plan fails, I'll end up...
And what if I gave you money to pay for it? They have no interest in getting rid of those...
You are not wrong. I will do what you ask of me.
Fear not. We will not let them harm you.
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would...
Perfect.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Bon, comment je peux faire passer le temps plus vite? Oh, tout est. La map est immense.
Closer, good people. Liquor and wine from the continent. Cheer for the...
Merde, il est fort, je comprends. Il est là. Allez, descends. Respecte-moi.
The best forge in Tier for a day. Oh. The best forge in Tier for a day.
Je baisse un peu la qualité parce que je remarque des pertes de FPS. C'est très bien. T'arrêtes.
Atuai, si yn sradi daw quint. Da dagudach me in.
Attention, soldier!
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny.
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Sacré palais.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request.
I thought we might discuss matters together.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. I fear that without your help, our clan...
This seems
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to...
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost. Try and put an end to confrontation.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone... Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for you.
Et la porte.
Locked. I don't have the key.
Bonjour les gens. Putain, où la porte? Il y a la bonne porte. On va dire que c'est elle. C'est ça, voilà. Qui disait n'importe qui a 45 portes.
Desade, you have a moment?
Tu veux, toi?
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but
I'm listening, sir.
this island is vast. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw a map. Alas, I'm slightly too old, so I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark...
Very well. I will take...
Excellent. I knew I'd... one more thing. Do you remember that bringing a specimen to the city was... but according to my sources, there are others of them on this. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor... I tried to contact him, but apparently he Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through... But if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these...
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you...
The road to knowledge is long and difficult.
Ah ouais, encore plus de casse-couilles, quoi. Hein? Vous pouvez pas être plus casse-couilles que ça? Alors... merde. Oh, j'ai une maison. T'es con. J'ai une putain de maison.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
C'est cool. Merde. Ma maison elle est en bas. Pourquoi elle est cachée derrière le palais ma maison? Quoi cette arnaque? Salut. Putain, j'ai une sacrée maison en fait. Pour passer de cuir, je parie. Ah non. J'entends du bruit chez moi. Je suis où cette mission du coup? 10h26. Ah. Putain. Vite. Allons revoir le marchand. Peut-être qu'il soit pas mort. Ça pourrait être... Non, non, mais dis... Pas... Trop de juc. Elle passe par le mur. On n'a pas le temps.
You'll find all you need in a... Welcome! It's such... Have you seen anything to your...
So?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am... He gave me 24 hours... Which means that the entire gang could have been...
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver...
Well, I moved heaven and earth to come...
More fool you if you know what happens to them.
Leave this man alone at once.
We'll see about that.
You certainly don't deserve such a name.
Yield without a fuss and you'll have...
Really? And then it'll be the gallows.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency.
Stay alert. Then...
I heard about the man with the silver coin.
If they let him escape, it's only because...
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us...
Don't worry. I don't...
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
I doubt our man goes openly by that name. It is the silver coin we must look for.
Come closer, good people. The
Quartier d'argent, pièce d'argent.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report. All our friends...
Perfectly quiet.
As soon as they hear about the silver coin...
Good. It would be a shame to...
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. There've been
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today.
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can... Well, I'll leave you. I have urgent...
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There's no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Oh le chat! Tu te tais? Tu fais trop de bruit. Couche-toi. Je crois que c'est. Couche-toi. Dodo. Pas de lumière. Discret. C'est tout. Y a pas 10 000 solutions à la discrétion.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to...
Egon? You must be mistaken.
Do not take us for fools.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong.
Regardless, you are implicated in a murder. You are therefore under arrest.
Oh yes. We'll...
Things are about to get dicey. Things are about to get dicey.
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say.
I'd rather die.
Sinon parler.
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
Je vais récupérer mon piège. Ça vous dérange pas? Je vais continuer, ça va. Je vais récupérer cette ma caisse là-bas. Là, une autre là. Voilà. C'est ça qu'on aime.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I conducted my investigation on the I think I put an end to it. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them as they were about to... But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should...
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will... These foolish brutes not only harm your... But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think...
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver... But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything.
Loyalty? Or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble.
I don't know any guard of that name. But as you said, it's... Here, Your Excellency. Take this. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough... I'll also make sure that in future the city guard is made up...
Thank you. I will return to see how your investigation is...
Is there anything else?
Nice.
No, thank you.
Pourquoi je me fais agresser dans la rue comme ça? J'ai rien demandé. Le mec qui m'agresse sans aucun respect. Il se demande pourquoi je les attaque. Alors, il composait plusieurs régions connectées entre elles. Un emplacement de campement, des caravanes, ça fait... Ah, voilà quelque chose d'intéressant. Bon, on est parti en mode exploration. Alors le fait qu'on n'ait pas une complète liberté, c'est un peu embêtant. C'est dommage. Ça cache un peu le plaisir. Mais le jeu a du potentiel. Salut Reggie, il est propre à ce graphisme. Merci.
Things are about to get dicey.
Merci pour tout ce batus. Tu vois? Pourquoi je me fais agresser? C'est quoi ce délire? Tout le monde va à ma mort. C'est sympa, j'aime bien. Tout le monde va à ma mort. Quoi? Pourquoi t'as sorti ton épée? Les mecs qui veulent se battre? Donne des noms. D'abord aller faire celui-là. Voyons un peu la carte. Ah, attends, j'ai des nouvelles compétences. Permet l'utilisation des lames à deux mains. Ah. Envoie une bombe qui touche les ennemis dans une large zone. Ça peut être intéressant. Permet d'appliquer l'effet des préparations chimiques sur les armes. Oh, ça peut être sympa aussi. Ça c'est quoi? Arme d'impact. Utile pour rester en vie. Ah bon? Ah. On va augmenter ça. Point suivant niveau 7. D'accord. Point suivant niveau 9. Je viens de passer niveau 6, c'est ça? Je peux pas me permettre de perdre artisanat en fait. Donc le gant de capitaine, je vais le garder un petit moment. C'est de constitution. Je pense que c'est ce que je vais augmenter après, la constitution. Oh. La voyage durera 2h24 minutes. Eh bien. Salut. Je t'ai perdu, mec. Niveau de relation méfiant. Chut. Oh, attends, j'avais pas vu ça. Mais tu te tais.
There's something I would like to talk.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the guard a few months. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks. I would like you to meet him. So
My opinion.
Ever since our departure from Serene, but I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of...
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a...
Precisely. So then.
But of course, let's go.
C'est une blague. On dit ça maintenant, tu sais. Il y a un marchand ici, c'est perdu. Oh, le chat. Oh. Tu peux te taire? Est-ce que tu peux te taire? Est-ce que tu peux te taire? Hein? Mais pourquoi tu casses tout? J'en ai marre de mes chats. J'en ai marre. Ah. Ça me fait un peu chier quand même. Hein. Calme. C'est ça?
Onol Manawi, do you need something?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was...
Aside from the way you dress, I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renagse before.
Tout à fait.
No, I understand. And I hope that this...
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but anything else.
Comment elle m'ajoute?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our blood. This memory is still painful.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape. My mother never really recovered from it. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Il a une mission.
Desarde, I have a favor.
Very well.
Do you remember the story?
Of course.
Well, I don't know anything about my real family except that when I was born, the Norts and the merchant princes, I must have been used to settle a debt or forge a truce, but that doesn't mystery. If I were patient enough, I'd wait to become a fleet commander. But since being laid off...
And you want me to help you find this information?
You understand correctly. The records of all seamen state mine must be in the harbor office in New Serene. But if I go there... However, I get the impression... We'll talk about it again when you're left. Did you want anything else?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome.
You have? I was wrong about you. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish. Did you want anything else?
I must leave.
Desarde, I've always hoped to work. However, we'll talk...
How did you become...
I think I took my...
I must...
Reprenons notre voyage. Bon les gens, c'est pas que je vous aime pas, mais je vais m'arrêter là, je pense. Je peux pas sauvegarder. Forcément. Bon bah on va y aller. On sauvegardera après.
It must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had...
J'ai pas sauvegardé une seule fois depuis le début. Hop là. Oula. T'arrêtes. Sur ce les gens, je vous dis bonne nuit. Enfin bonne journée plutôt. Et peut-être à plus tard.